What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today I'm bringing you a manga review of Boku no Hero, chapter 128, Savage Eye. Savage Eye. That is straight up what I'm calling this dude right now, because he sees it all, he calls it like it is, and he straight up called Deku out. He's like, you trying to stop me with that garbage technique that Gran Torino used to do? You're slow. I can see right through it. You're garbage, son. Get out of here. I told you you're not going to get that stamp. And you already lost when you came in here with doubt. But just like I called last week, I told you guys that Deku wasn't going to pass the test straight up. If he was going to do it, it was going to be by his determination. And that he really did. We saw it this week because he was trying to figure out a way to stop Nighteye with his ability, and even though he was bouncing around, Nighteye was still checking him, stopping him everywhere that he went. Nighteye had to stop and give him his props, because even though he was trying to focus on not only taking the stamp, he was bouncing around the area at high speed. Also, he decided to like throw some books in a way to kind of throw Nighteye off and try to see his like perception of how it works. So he was causing a distraction, he was bouncing around at high speed, and he was trying to grab the stamp from Nighteye, all while at the same time he was trying not to destroy the All Might memorabilia that was in the area. And it made Nighteye chuckle, it made him laugh. He was like, okay. So he stepped back for a bit, he decided to smile, gave him a little chuckle and said, you know what, this kid was able to do all this. I can't hate on him. That's amazing. I mean, of course, he was still taking his shots at him. He was like, it shouldn't be you. I still don't believe in you. In fact, this whole thing was just a test to see how far you were going to do and how good you were going to do on this. Because honestly, I already made up my mind. I already decided to take you on, but just because I decided to give you my stamp of approval and decided to let you go ahead and be the intern, by no means do you pass at all, because he was just basically testing Deku to see what the hype was all about in some sense. And I knew it wasn't going to be a straight up victory. I'll say that again, but it was that determination that our boy Deku has. The ability to think on his feet, even though that was something that Nighteye pointed out. He said that you are good at planning. You really are. But when things get down for you, when that plan doesn't work, you start getting frantic, you start going out of nowhere. Come with me, boy. We're going to work on that. So now that Deku is in the internship, we're about to see our first mission with Team Nighteye. So we got Nighteye, Bubble Girl, Young Togata, and Deku out there. However, what I'm worried about is that their first mission is to investigate the 8 Precepts of Death. No, because that is Overhaul's unit. You see, this guy's in the Yakuza and they can't track down him doing any criminal activity, but they need to nail him quickly. So their first mission is going to be to infiltrate this guy and try to find out. And I'm really worried. I mean, I'm worried about Bubble Girl, because she was like a contest winner character, so she can easily be killed off or something. But I'm also worried about, I'm not really worried about Togata, because the kid is a beast, but Horikoshi could change it up and have him just straight up get wrecked by Overhaul. Definitely worried about Deku, because he is definitely not ready to fight Overhaul. And Nighteye may, you know, they usually put in mentor characters to get wrecked so the main character can have some type of inspiration. But I will give props to Horikoshi for once again changing things up and having Deku not win. Yeah, he won by determination, but he just didn't straight up grab the stamp. And he's just been taking L's this entire arc. He lost to Bakugo. I mean, he didn't do too well on the exam, I don't think. And now he didn't get the stamp, and now you're about to send him out to investigate Overhaul, which makes me wonder where Boku no Hero is going with this arc. It's very intriguing, because they're about to go deep undercover to try to find some dirt on this guy. It'll be an interesting change of events to have Deku, you know, maybe find out that Overhaul isn't that bad of a guy after all, maybe for him to have a little bit of conflict. But then again, that might not be the case as well, because there is a little girl who seems to be running from Overhaul. And then that's when Deku decided to meet him, and they meet face up, and that was the end of the chapter, with you seeing him finally being face to face with Overhaul. I'm worried, guys. I really am worried about the fate of someone. Someone's going down, because we've seen the power of Overhaul before. Imagine what he's going to do now that he gets to cut loose. And Boku no Hero has been doing very good with giving these villains backstories to make you relate to them, make you feel for them, but they're doing a good job with making you scared for them as well. And I don't know, I mean, did you guys notice it or not? I know I did, but it didn't really like dampen the mood or made it a make or break thing like a lot of people are saying, but the art in all of the Shonen Jump titles this week was just a little bit subpar. It looked like it was a rough draft, so maybe it's some production issues going on with Shonen Jump. I mean, the art, for me personally, it was still fine. It just wasn't up to the standards that Horikoshi usually gives us. So that was a little bit interesting as well. Maybe it'll just be a weekly thing. But how do you guys feel about that as well? I mean, at the very least, it's not like Hunter x Hunter. I mean, Togashi used to turn in some fucking doodles. It wasn't that bad, but it was definitely noticeable compared to the quality that we normally see from Boku no Hero. But again, it happened to other things that came out this week as well, so it must be something going on with Jump. But I am excited for this arc. I mean, My Villain Academia, I've been saying it for a few weeks now. I just have a feeling that this is going to be a villain-centric arc. We're going to get to see more of Overhaul, learn why he's even more scary, and you gotta be worried about Deku going into this undercover premise right now. So guys, that was a chapter in a nutshell. Let me know what you thought of the chapter in the comments below. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like, and if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's not a shortage of content you indulge on this channel. As I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, just chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. It's a horn going on outside that got me all flustered, so there's that. Just completely screw up my outro. You got your boy off your game. But on that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.